So what's up, boys and girls? I don't know why, but today is my third attempt to record this video. I hope this time it goes well. So as I told you in the last video, I'm going to edit. Sorry, not edit. I am going to write scripts for the videos that I'm going to do in the future. So today I've written the script, and today I'm going to talk about the shiny object syndrome. You already know about it because you have read the title of the video. So let's start with what is shiny object syndrome. Shiny object syndrome is basically chasing new opportunities. So jumping on to the next thing, the next trend, not sticking to the particular thing that you are doing at the current sorry, in the present. Because imagine this: if you want to learn coding, and you start learning a particular language, for example JavaScript, then there comes a new language which is on the hype, and there is all these social media videos on and post on the platform where they are telling that this language is going to die and the new language will be the future. So you jump on the next thing. The best example, like right now, is ChatGPT, and many people are saying that there will be so many jobs lost. Yeah, there will be some jobs lost, but it will not happen at such a pace that tomorrow all the jobs will be lost. No, that won't happen. What happens is many people unfortunately fall in this trap of shiny object syndrome, and it is one of the biggest problems of a content creator. So today I'm going to talk about that itself. So let us know about what are the cause and effects of this shiny object syndrome. What in the first place causes the shiny object syndrome? So I've listed here some of the things that I was thinking about before writing the script. So some of the things are trends, news, social media, word of mouth, and hype and crowd belief. So these are all the things that are interconnected. Basically the point of these things is they will spread news or new content, that too very quickly and very rapidly, and it grabs people's attention so fast. And because it is grabbing the attention of people, it will be shared a lot, it will reach a lot of people, and these things will create a FOMO, and generate this shiny object syndrome, where people will start switching their things that are they are doing currently for the new things or the new opportunities that has come into the market. So please, if you are in such a cycle, please don't fall for it, because these new things are fine, but you need to give some thought behind switching the things that you are currently going to give up for the new thing. Because nobody can predict future, and if you end up giving your old thing for the new thing, then sometimes this new thing might not take you anywhere, and you have already given up the old thing, so it doesn't make any sense. You will end up in between of nowhere. So don't do that mistake. So what are the effects of this shiny object syndrome? There are a lot of effects, man. There are so many effects, but I have listed some of them here. There is lack of focus, lack of consistency, lack of patience. It also increases stress, and it will mess up your mental health and physical health, and it will mess up these things also, like self identity, self belief, and it will if you don't have self identity and self belief, it will lower your confidence, and your work will be very poor. Then there is, yeah, last one is poor work, because if you mess up all these things, eventually you will not work productively, and you will not have focus in your work, so your work will end up shit. Yeah, so these are the effects of the shiny object syndrome. Moving on to the next thing. So how do we prevent these things? How do we prevent this shiny object syndrome? So the first thing I have written down here is doing less is doing more. Yeah, doing less is doing more. What I mean to say here is you need to cut out a lot of things, because you are not in a circus juggling 10 balls at the same time. That's not your job. When you are when you want to succeed in something, you need to focus fully on it. You need to give your best, because there are people who are giving their best each and every day, and you are competing with those people. So you need to give up all the random things that that you have brought in your life, and you think that you are being productive doing 10 things each and every day. But that is a myth. I hate to break it to you, but that is how your killing your focus, because you can't focus on a particular thing, because you have got a certain amount of energy allotted to you on daily basis. If you spend that whole energy in different kind of things, then you will be really tired and you will not be able to focus, which in turn will affect your work. Because many people underestimate this, because the switching of the task loses so much of energy. Many people don't think about this, but it is very harmful for your mind. That's the reason you need to sit alone without any disturbances and work, because if you have any distractions around you, those things will take out so much energy out of your mind that you won't be able to focus back. For example, if you are sitting and reading something, or thinking about something, when there is a slight disturbance in between, where your friend comes and asks you for something, random things, like you want to go out, or you want to go out and have food, or you want to come us, we are fuck. That was that was so fucked up sentence. You want to come out with us, yeah, basically that is what I was trying to say. Sometimes I laugh at these things that I am randomly spitting out of my mouth, because when I am in this flow, I can't control my tongue, man. There are these random words that come out of my mouth. So yeah, what I was saying was, doing less is doing more. Because yeah, I was saying about the energy switching energy cost, where you will end up spending a lot of energy when you switch your focus when you switch your focus in between tasks. Sorry, not task. When you switch your focus, it takes a lot of energy. Yeah, that is what I was trying to say. uh, yeah, please ignore that old sentence. So yeah, people, you need to really focus on this switching thing, where you need to work on a certain thing undisturbed for a very long time, so that you can give your everything and be the best at that thing. Because random practice does not get you anywhere, because you are not improving. You need to put deliberate practice, that too with improved and progressive overload. Like all the gym guys know this progressive overload, where you are constantly increasing your weight as days go by, so that you become stronger and stronger. That's the same thing where when it comes to practicing any skill. For example, if you are uh, working on something, like, yeah, for example, take myself recording these videos, I need to constantly add upon things, so that I can get good and better at these things. For example, my last 20 videos, I was recording freestyle. I did not write any scripts, but for this video, I started writing script. For these future videos, I'll be also be writing scripts. So here the thing is, you need to constantly push yourself to your potential, where it will take you further and further, and you will become really good at certain things. So yeah, moving on to the next one: distance from hype. Yeah, this you can pretty much understand in the point itself, that you need to distance yourself from the hype. The best thing I can say is, stop connecting with those kind of people who are always running behind hype, because you will end up doing the same things that those people are doing. So stop running behind those kind of people and stop running behind hype, because the the market sometimes speaks random shit, and those decisions are not good, where many people have come to a certain conclusion where they have not put a single thought behind the things. And that's the reason people say you can't time the market, because the market is so random. Because there are many people who end up doing shit which affects the market in so many ways. So you should prevent yourself from running behind hype. Distance yourself. It's a better thing to do for yourself. It's a good help that you can do yourself. Distance yourself from the hype. And start sorry so third point, moving on to the third point, is stop chasing and start discovering. Yeah, this is related to the last point, that is distance yourself from hype. Stop chasing them, stop chasing the trends, and start discovering for yourself. Start reading books, start consuming content that is valuable, and let your mind discover some of the good ideas when you are consuming these type of new content that you want to consume, you want to learn, so that you will have this real perspective where you are not dependent on any person's belief, where sometimes you're it's like believing your friend who says that, you know what bro, buy this stock because it is going to go up. That is a very stupid thing to do, because you because your friend has put in no research behind that thing, and if you believe such things you might end up losing your money. So don't do those things. That's the reason I'm saying stop chasing things and start discovering things for yourself, because when you discover, you will put some research behind it, and when you put some research behind it, there are chances that your decision might end up being right. So it's better to be right, so that it will save a lot of money, energy, and time. So moving on to the next point, filter your consumption. Yeah, this is a very big thing for content creators, content consumers, basically everyone. This is a very important point, because you these days you become what you consume. If you consume shitty content, you will become a shitty person. If you consume very good content, you will become a very good person. uh, because that's how it is, because you spend most of the time consuming these digital characters on social media and on YouTube. You end up picking up their traits, picking up their behaviors and all these things. So why not consume good people and become a good person? So yeah, that's about that point. And then moving on to the next point, don't make random decisions. Yeah, people end up making so many random decisions. People say these things where do what you feel like, and that is a very big shitty advice, because if you end up doing all the things that you feel like, you might end up in jail. Because sometimes you might feel like killing someone, and you might go and kill someone. So that is not a very good advice to follow. So don't do those things. Don't make quick and random decisions, because if you don't put any thought behind those decisions, sometimes they might not, sometimes most of the times they might end up being shitty, because that is a very blind guess. And when you put blind guess behind the things, that's where you end up broke. Like when you go to casinos and bet on your luck, that's where many people go broke. So don't do those things. And the next thing is become sane first. Have good mental health. Yeah, that is very important. If you don't have good mental health, then there is no point in consuming this whole video. Because, or if you don't work towards good mental health, I'm not saying your mental health will start to improve on the first day. There is some practice, it takes some time. But if you are on the path of getting your mental health to a good condition, then there is some hope for you. But if you're not trying, at least, then there is no hope for you. Because if you don't have a good mental health, then your whole life will be shitty. Because yeah man, your whole life is connected to your mind, because your mind makes all the decisions in your life. And if you fuck up your mind, then y- you will end up making wrong decisions, and your whole life will be a mess. So have good mental health first. So moving on to the next point is physical health. Have good physical health, because your physical health determines your mental health. Because if you are not physically fit, if you are sleep deprived, and if you are always stressful, then it will have a toll on your health, and you will die soon. You will die soon. That's the only thing that I can say. If your lifestyle is unhealthy, then there is nothing I can suggest you. First, get your lifestyle on track, get healthy, go to gym, work out, or go on a walk. Be social, get outside, get some air. Uh, if your health is not good, then you can't do anything. That's basically it. As Gary says, if you are not healthy, then you are out of business. So be healthy first. So then moving on to the next point is, yeah, stop chasing crowd. As I spoke this point also in yeah, in causes. This is also one of the cause, that is crowd beliefs and crowd chasing. So when you believe certain things, like certain people of a particular crowd, then you end up chasing those people, and your whole environment will start to, you will start to surround those kind of people. Then it is very harmful for you, because if uh, and most of the time people do end up in negative environment because they surround themselves with negative people. And you will start chasing them, because if you don't chase them, you will feel that you are being left out. So your mind will, ask you to chase them. You will start chasing them, then you will end up in shitty places where you don't want to end up. So don't do those things. Stop chasing crowds, and have a long term perspective. And having a long term perspective will get you some hate, because at the beginning people don't understand your long term thinking, and they have no clue about what you have thought for yourself. For example, imagine this: when Elon Musk, sorry, when Elon Musk said that he's going to put people on Mars, many people laughed at him, many people hated him, many people criticized him, many people trolled him. But at the end, he is going to do what he believes, because see, he's thinking in a very long term perspective. He's thinking in the next 100 years. Yeah, he's thinking in that long of a perspective. He is working for the safety and betterment of the whole of humankind. It is not a very, it is not a small goal to think in those terms. It is a very long perspective to have. Sorry, it is a very long term perspective to have, and many people can't wrap around their mind this idea. And they feel like they are being challenged, or they feel like they are being left out of the discussion, and they don't understand it, so they'll just dismiss it. So have a long term perspective, and it is hard in the starting, because you will get hit at the beginning. For example, if you are hanging out with your friends who don't work out and don't have healthy habits, you tell them that you are going to be fit, and you are going to join a gym, which will help you in the long term, because you will become healthy and you will stay healthy for a very long time, and you will live longer. They'll dismiss your idea that that is a stupid advice. They'll start saying this random stupid shittiest advice that you only live once, so do whatever you can right now, eat shitty food, don't go to the gym, all these stupid things. So don't fall in that trap. Have a long term perspective, and it will get you hit at the starting, but stick to it, because it is the right thing to do. So the next thing is, have a third person view. Catch yourself in your journey whenever you start to fall in this shiny object syndrome. So what happens is, many times we are not aware of ourselves, because our mind is a very tricky organ, where where it'll where it can trick you into getting, sorry, where it can trick you into doing things that are not particularly good for you in the long term or in the present. So sometimes you might catch yourself, sometimes these ideas might creep in your mind, that you might also want to jump on the next trending thing where all the people are getting on. So you need to sometimes hold yourself back and look at yourself as a third person, and see that what, you're not doing the right thing here, you're not making the right decision. So stop doing that. Catch yourself that you are you are falling in this cycle of jumping onto a shiny object, and again feeling, again you won't achieve any results in the short term, again you will feel low, again you will start this search and this hunt for again a new object. This cycle goes on. So catch yourself, and explain it to yourself that what, you are not doing the right thing. So let's stop, take a moment, think about it, and let's get back to all the things that I shared till here. So the next thing is, remember the few. Okay, wait a minute. It's a very long point. uh, yeah, so this is a reference to a movie, that is Matrix, and there is a scene where Morpheus is taking Neo and training him in this simulation that they have created, where Morpheus, is explaining things to him, and suddenly a woman in the red dress, appears, and Neo uh, is, completely focused on that woman. Then Morpheus asks, uh, Neo, are you aware of what I was speaking? Then when Neo turns back and he sees that it is an agent, not a beautiful woman. So this analogy, this thing is very famous. People, do watch it, understand it, but don't follow this thing. So you need to understand this scene. It's very important for you to, get it, because when you are, for example, think like, for example, imagine this. Okay, you are on a particular journey, you want to, get uh, okay, you want to become a millionaire, and you have, you have chosen a particular vehicle to become a millionaire. For example, let's take that you have picked okay, this personal branding thing, or this social media thing, and you want to become a millionaire. So what you have to do is, you should not focus on the things uh, that there are. You should not focus on the new opportunities that pop up daily, and you should focus on the long term. uh, there might Sorry, there is some good advice that Gary V gives about these things, that is, sorry, again I'm fumbling. That you need to focus on the long term, because if you jump on each and every trend, and you might not end up doing these important things, then you might end up nowhere. So, and there is also this tricky thing about this thing, where these opportunities get very good and very attractive as you are further in your journey, as you know move ahead in your journey. These opportunities become more and more attractive. So you need to, hold yourself back and say that, you know what, that's a trap, I am not getting into that. I'm going to stick to my lane and, do the thing that I'm doing. I'm going to focus on the thing that I'm, working on right now, and not fall in that trap. There is with this example that I can give you, where many of you guys might know this FTX collapse, this big cryptocurrency exchange that Sam Bankman-Fried was running, and many people jumped on this thing when they started, advertising about FTX, because it was, advertising so much that it was paying people like crazy for them to, say and just, tell their audience to invest in FTX. For example, if there is any YouTuber or any financial or any cryptocurrency YouTuber, this FTX would pay them money and, ask them to advertise about them. And so many of YouTubers got onto that train, and even many big celebrities got onto that thing, where, even Tom Brady, advertised, and yeah, many people got onto this thing. But when it collapsed, it hurt all these people's reputation who were, trying to advertise these things, because people lost their money in FTX. And when you lose someone's money, you also lose the 10x amount of that money uh, in the in reputation. What I'm trying to say here is, if you lose, for example, $100 of somebody, then you will lose 1,000 magnitude of reputation of your personal brand, because it hurts so much that people stop believing you. Yeah, there is this old saying that, it takes a very long time to build reputation, but it takes a minute to destroy it. So yeah, that is the thing. So don't, you know uh, sorry, I lost I lost what I was saying, what I was thinking. Yeah, the opportunities get attractive as you know go ahead in your journey. So don't fall for these traps, stick on to your game. See, even before recording this video, I was thinking about, I'll write scripts, I'll edit videos, I'll make this video very polished and all these things. But after after I thought about this after making that video, that announcement video where I shared that I'll be making some polished videos from now on. I slowly realized that that is a big step for me currently, and I don't want to focus on editing right now because I think after a certain period of time I'm going to outsource editing, and I'm just going to focus on scripts and videos. So that's the reason I just wrote the script and I'm just recording the video. I'll simply put this same video on YouTube right now, and that's the video they are watching right now. So yeah, sometimes you need to hold yourself back from the things, and become aware of yourself that what is good for you, what you can do better. And for me right now, if I start focusing on editing and all these things, yeah, these things are attractive because these things make your videos polished, it makes your videos very good looking, and it can attract any audience if you write all the very good descriptions that are very uh, SEO oriented for the YouTube search algorithm and all these things. You might get views, but what happens is, in the long term I might not be producing, sorry, not long term, what happens is, after the first video, after I put out the first video like that, then what happens is, this again, this old resistance that was holding me from creating videos will set in, because I felt that yesterday, because I was thinking about this, to edit videos and record properly with a good script and make no mistakes and all these things. Then I saw this slight smalls sorry slight and um, sorry I saw this feeling creep in me where I was, trying to convince myself not to do it and stop recording videos. So again, I felt that, what, that if that feels too much for you right now, then that's fine. Okay, so we'll take a step back. We'll only write good scripts and create videos, and put it on YouTube. Editing for now, will not edit for now. We'll try to outsource this thing, because what, you don't like editing, so why get yourself in this thing that you don't like, and harm your process of creating videos and putting out content on YouTube. So I don't want to do those things. So that's the reason I am just writing the script, and I still make so many mistakes while recording. And I don't know if people on YouTube who are putting out this polished videos out there, they do make mistake. What the fuck, what am I saying? I don't know whether they also make these kind of mistakes these many times, or no, because they are making it for a very long time. I think some might make mistakes and some might have become really good at these things, because when you make a lot of mistakes and when you sit to edit it, it takes a really long time. It is so much of a time waste, where you need to sit and watch the video for twice or thrice, where you need to cut all the filler words, all the mistakes that you have done. Then you need to you know put those clips, all those clips together, and see that they don't feel weird when you are when you put those clips weird. And yeah, there is a lot that goes into editing, and I don't want to get into that thing where I sorry, it's really hot in here, I'm sweating. I don't want to get in that thing where which will stop me from recording videos, because I don't want to stop recording videos. And I don't want anything to stop me from doing that. So I'll wait out, and I'll not edit for now. I don't know about future. I might hire somebody, or I might myself do editing. So let's see what the future holds. Yeah. Anyways, that was about it, about this shiny object syndrome. And sorry, uh, I'm sweating a lot. It's pretty hot here, because when I record videos, I switch off the fan, or else that sound will record in the video, and it'll be a disturbance in the background. So yeah, I don't have an AC in my room. So yeah, I'm not rich enough to afford the AC in my room by myself. So I don't want to be a burden uh, to my parents and ask another issue to my room. I'm just grateful to the things that they have given me till now, and I'm also grateful to stay with them. And yeah, that's it. I'll discuss these things on some other video. So that's about it for this video. If you found any value, please do like, share and subscribe. And I'll try to put the timestamps in the video. That's it. Take care. Bye bye.